What makes us us? Is it our ability to feel joy or pain, to reflect on our actions, or maybe it's our capacity to ask big questions about right and wrong? Today, we're diving into the fascinating idea of the gradation of conscience, how awareness evolves from simple sensations to complex moral reasoning, and how it connects to a powerful ethical idea called the precautionary principle. By the end, we'll explore why this might make a compelling case for veganism. Let's get started. Imagine conscience as a ladder of awareness. At the base, we've got raw sensations: pleasure, pain, fear, desire. Think of a jellyfish reacting to a sting or a dog chasing a treat. This is what psychologists might call the ID, our primal instincts driving survival. Climb a rung and you hit self-awareness, the ego. This is where a being knows, I am me. Like when a dolphin recognizes itself in a mirror or a toddler points to themselves. Higher still, we get social awareness, emotions like empathy, shame, or guilt, tied to what Freud called the superego. Think of a dog looking guilty after stealing a snack, or a person feeling remorse for hurting someone. At the top, moral reasoning. This is where humans shine, though maybe some animals are closer than we think. It's about weighing justice, duty, or universal principles like do no harm. This gradation shows conscience isn't just one thing, it's a spectrum. Different creatures, and even humans at different stages of life, sit at different points. But here's the big question. How does this shape how we treat other beings? That's where the precautionary principle comes in. The precautionary principle is simple but powerful. When there's uncertainty about potential harm, act to prevent it. It's like saying, better safe than sorry. In science, it's used for things like climate change or new medicines. Don't wait for perfect proof if the risks are serious. So, how does this apply to veganism? Well, we know animals like pigs, dolphins, or elephants show signs of sentience. Pigs solve puzzles. Dolphins have complex social bonds. Elephants mourn their dead. But we don't know exactly how much they feel or think. Should we harm them just because we're not 100% sure of their moral status? The precautionary principle says, when in doubt, don't harm. Veganism fits this perfectly. By avoiding meat, dairy, and other animal products, we minimize the risk of causing suffering to beings who might deserve moral consideration. For example, studies show pigs have problem-solving skills and social behaviors. Chimpanzees use tools and have memories rivaling ours. The precautionary principle pushes us to err on the side of caution, choosing veganism to avoid potential moral wrongs. This idea even fuels arguments for non-human personhood. Groups like the Non-Human Rights Project use the precautionary principle to say animals like great apes or dolphins, creatures with advanced cognition, should have legal rights. Why? Because denying them personhood risks ignoring their near-human capacities. But not everyone agrees. Critics say the precautionary principle could go too far. If we're cautious about everything, like, say, insect sentience, could we end up with overly restrictive rules? Non-vegans might argue human needs, like nutrition or cultural traditions, should take priority. They might say the principle supports protecting highly intelligent species, but not universal veganism. It's a fair debate, but the precautionary principle leans toward action when harm is possible. And with mounting evidence of animal sentience, veganism feels like a practical way to live out that caution. So what do we take away? The gradation of conscience shows us that awareness, and maybe moral value, exists on a spectrum. From simple sensations to deep ethical thought, it challenges us to rethink who or what deserves our care. The precautionary principle gives us a guide. When we're unsure, choose the path that minimizes harm. For many, that path is veganism, a way to respect the potential for sentience in others. What do you think? Should we extend our conscience to animals? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.